No.
So you say you're Muslim. We just had an interview with Dewberry, and he said that in prison, man, the Crips had to go behind the Muslims because the Muslims actually had the biggest, I guess, following in the prison system. Like, what was that? What's that about?
It's this, and I explain this to people, right? Christianity is bigger in the United States. And in prison, in jail, state or fed, everybody go to church. So you got more Christians on the compound than Muslims.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Since I've been incarcerated, I've been Muslim. Muslims will kill you if they catch you indulging in homosexual activity. If they hear a rumor you indulge, they're gonna pull up the Sharif, what you call a Sharif staff. It's brothers like you're gonna see in a pen, 10, 15, 20 of them. Big, tall, swole workout. They the ones that go handle all the problems. Bro, I've never, ever indulged in homosexual activity. But I understand by me being incarcerated, by me being from the city, the picture, he was able to get a play off that. And it's amazing how a guy that has never been in the Fed, has never been locked up with me, can just say, hey, you a punk, you did this, and some people take it and run with it. But I understand it because of the picture. And in some way, I'd be like, okay, cool, because you got the LGBTQ, they got long alphabets. Right. That community now, they be like, oh, OG Giggity part of us. So now they're gonna come to my channel. They're gonna come to my channel and they're gonna support me now. They're gonna support OG Giggity, the people's champ. So I'm like, okay, I get the views. Now, but for the community, please, for respect, don't approach me with that in real time right now. No, don't do that. But I welcome the support. Come on, view the content, leave y'all the comments. I be haunting everybody comment, some of them I be in the comments arguing with some of the Boosie fans and some people.
Right.
Man, I be in there going back and forth with people, man. So I'm just like them, it's just that I just got the spotlight right now.
Yeah, man.
But no, I ain't never indulged in no homosexual activity. No, never, no.
So you say you're Muslim. We just had an interview with Dewberry, and he said that in prison, man, the Crips had to go behind the Muslims because the Muslims actually had the biggest, I guess, following in the prison system. Like, what was that? What's that about?
It's this, and I explain this to people, right? Christianity is bigger in the United States. And in prison, in jail, state or fed, everybody go to church. So you got more Christians on the compound than Muslims, first and foremost. However, in our deen, when you take shahada, they tell you your blood is sacred. Your brother property is sacred. Protect your brother honor. So now what happens is, this is my brother. I love my brother for the sake of Allah, for the sake of God. And we stick together. Brother that pray together, stay together. So people be like, oh, they're a gang. Because if you put your hand on a Muslim, you're gonna have 100, the lower number maybe 30, 40, 50 somewhere in your dorm trying to find out what's going on with you in the Aki, So we have a structure that we go by. We only going by what the hadiths tell us. This is what we are told, we gotta follow this. This is what's laid down before us. Stick with your brothers, protect your brothers. So this is what we do. And when you come together, you are forced to be reckoned with. A lot of people don't like the Muslims in jail because they be like, oh, they harboring rats, they harboring snitches. So now you take street politics and bring it to religion. So you want to separate it. First of all, how I do, if a person, because I was like, I don't like to say imam because I'm not qualified for that, but I was a prayer leader for like over 5 years in one of my prisons. So I had to lead the prayer. You got to learn the Arabic, you got to get the talk, like how the preachers do in church, we do in the mosque, we got to get a cookball. So I did that. So I wouldn't look at a person like, oh, he did, so he running for protection. I'm gonna look at it, if he come to prayer, he come to Jumo every Friday, okay, this brother trying to learn, he's striving, he's trying to learn. Everybody got their shortcomings, but we stick together. And then this will happen in the Fed. You got a lot of people from Philly, you got a lot of people from DC that are Muslims. Detroit, they're Muslims. So what happens is you might have 200 Muslims on the compound. And now they got their homeboys or their co-defendants. So you might have 300 people from DC on this compound. DC love their homeboys. So now some dudes, they homeboy dude, they look up to is Muslim. So now if they got a problem with somebody else, automatically they coming to aid their people. So now you might be 500 of us out on the compound, on the rec yard with knives, ready to go to war.